Hi everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. So today I'm here to share some of my vintage jewelry boxes that I've been talking about in the last few videos. They've been ready and waiting for me to film, so I have those here with me today. I also have this tray of jewelry that I've picked up outside of these boxes, just either in my local antique store, thrift store, or that I found in jewelry bags that I just wanted to share with you that I thought were special. So we're gonna get started first with these items and then move on to the jewelry boxes. So the first item here that I wanted to share with you is this stunning teeny tiny little vintage Bohemian garnet brooch. It is so small. I mean, look at the size of this brooch. But look how beautiful. This was really dirty when I came across it in a jewelry box and I almost passed it up as just rhinestones, but I took a second look and yeah, these are definitely garnets and just so beautiful, just on a brass pin back here. It looks like the pin has been resoldered at some point, but I love that and I think it's beautiful. And then next up is this beautiful butterfly wing sterling silver brooch. So this I actually found on Poshmark and I think I paid $20 for this, so I did pay up a tiny bit, but I thought that was a really fair price for this beautiful, really old pin. So if you see the back here, it is marked NB England sterling silver, and look at this pin back, how long that is. So this is definitely an older piece. I just think it's beautiful. So I found the Morpho butterfly pieces that have the reverse glass painting on them, and most of them have sort of a tropical scene, and I don't really love those. But I love these types of pieces with the Morpho butterfly wings, where it's really just the beauty of the butterfly wing that makes the piece. So I love this tiny little pin. It's really, really beautiful. All set in sterling. And I would love to find a necklace and a bracelet that kind of match, that don't have that reverse painting, or if it does have a reverse painting, something a little more interesting or unique than just that typical tropical scene, but really, really beautiful. And the next piece, so this one is really interesting to me. So my mom got me some jewelry jars for Christmas from where she lives, which was really, really nice. And this is one of the pieces that came out of those jars. So look at the beautiful detail to the front here. We have a tiny little seed pearl and some black stones, which might possibly be onyx, they may not. Here's what the back looks like. So it is broken. You can see here the catch side is broken off, but you can see this really old tube hinge. It does still have the pin, and it does have, you know, a place where you can wear it as a pendant still. And I just think this is old. So you guys let me know. I've said this before that I'm not an expert. I'm learning every day, but I believe this to be a Victorian style piece. And I think this is a low carat gold. So it is not marked. I did test it with my 10 karat acid and the line held really, really well. But after a few minutes, it started to fade slightly, which leads me to believe that it's just a lower carat gold. If you guys have any more information, or if this looks like something you recognize, please let me know. But I think it's really, really beautiful, and it looks really old and Victorian style to me, and I just love it. So that was a cool piece. This next item I thought was really interesting because, as you can see, it really looks like silverware. So it looks like flatware style, sort of the ends of forks and spoons and knives, but this piece was made this way. So this isn't a modern reinterpretation of the silverware jewelry, which you see a lot of rings and bracelets. This was made this way. And there is a mark on it. So TOWLE sterling, towel sterling. So this company did make flatware, but they also made these really cool pendants. So they made crosses, they made just interesting designs with sort of their flatware designs that they were using. So I thought that was really interesting and cool. It's a nice large piece, and I really, really like that. And next we have this fabulous multi-puffed heart Victorian style charm bracelet. So I love this. Each of the little hearts is marked sterling on the back, so they are hollow, really lightweight, and they all have slightly different designs. So we have this style, we have this with the 4-leaf clover. This one says, I love you. And then I think they're just repeating after that. So it looks like we're missing, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 of the hearts here, but I don't really mind. And these little links can be moved, so I could just kind of reposition these to make it look more full. But I love this. I've seen these bracelets go for quite a bit of money. I know they're very collectible, especially the ones that are really, really full of these heart charms. But here's what that clasp looks like. It is marked sterling, and it has that really pretty floral design there. So I love this. Definitely old and really, really cool. And then next I found these bangle bracelets in a jar from my local thrift store, my Salvation Army. And, you know, I immediately saw this one and knew that this was Bakelite, which it is. I did test this. But what I thought was interesting, you know, I noticed that these bracelets had a very similar color, but these are all inlaid on brass. So we have, you know, our Bakelite piece, we have this brass inlaid bracelet, this full inlay, that one's just brass, and then this slightly wider one. And so I did test this, and these are Bakelite as well. So I had never seen Bakelite and brass inlay like this before. I just thought that was really interesting. They make a really cool set, and I was really happy to find those. If you guys have seen this before, this brass inlay, you know, let me know. I don't know if it's valuable or less valuable than the typical Bakelite bracelets, but I thought they were really interesting. Next is this stunning piece. So this was set in my local thrift store, just out on a display in someone's booth, and I just loved the look of this. Like, look how beautiful. It definitely has, to me, it has sort of an Art Nouveau style. I don't know that this is an Art Nouveau piece, but it certainly looks older. You can see here is the chain, and then it has this really beautiful box clasp here. It's not marked anywhere. I believe it to be just brass, but I love this pendant. I feel like it's not showing up super well. That might be better, but I love this pendant. We have this really beautiful flower and then this gorgeous drop. It has some black beads, which might be jet, they might be onyx, they may just be glass, I'm not sure. And here's what the back of that looks like. But it just looks old to me. I definitely think this is antique, and I think it's stunning. So if anyone has more information, please let me know. I love it. Then we have this beautiful cameo. This is just an Avon piece, but I love the look of this. She's so beautiful. She has a little rhinestone here set into her necklace, and it is a convertible pendant or brooch. You can see marked Avon there. It's just still in really beautiful condition. It honestly looks new. So I'm not sure how old this is, but I love it. Thought it was beautiful. And here is a really cute old brooch. So we have these beautiful red rhinestones set into this gold tone, kind of a floral design, a little more abstract. But here's what the pin back looks like, and really in beautiful condition. There's really no color loss to the gold, and I just love the vintage look of this. Really beautiful. And then here we have another charm bracelet. I love charm bracelets. I have a whole collection of them, and this is just one of the most recent ones I found. So I love when they're engraved with personal names and dates and all of that. So the earliest name here, this one says 1942, and if you can see up at the very top there, it is marked Danecraft Sterling. So all of the charms are sterling, as is this little bracelet, but from the 40s, obviously. I just love the names on this. Aloise, Charles, we have Carla, which I've never seen spelled this way, C-H-A-R-L-A. Have you ever seen that? I thought that was interesting. We have Pam, and Dale, and just so sweet. I love these. I love thinking about the story and the people behind these, and yeah, I love them. I'm gonna share all of my charm bracelets one day with you, I promise. All right, next we're gonna move into the vintage jewelry boxes. So this is from my antique store, and I've briefly looked through it, but I'm gonna go through it more in depth with you guys here right now, and I'm excited. So I'm just gonna start pulling pieces. Okay, so first up we have this red beaded necklace. These are pretty lightweight. I don't think they're Bakelite or anything, but they're really classic style. They're definitely that beautiful cherry red, very 50s looking. They just have a spring ring clasp, so I love those. Now, these are very interesting. So these are glass, beautiful, beautiful glass beads. Got some tulip looking ones, some different floral pieces, and this really bright red and yellow. I mean, this yellow is almost neon, it's so bright. And it does have these little tags here that say made in Czechoslovakia. So that's kind of interesting that they're just these paper tags on here. You know, these beads would need to kind of be repurposed and made into something else, I suppose, but they're beautiful. I love the colors, and yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but stunning, I love them. Okay, here we have a little baggie with some earrings. Take these out. These are very pretty. So these look handmade perhaps. So they have, oh, these, oh, they're broken. I see, okay. So we're missing the clip on this one, but look how beautiful these are. We've got some rhinestones, some floral pieces, some faux pearls it looks like. Very, very pretty. Need a repair though, unfortunately. Oh, and here we have a leaf brooch, gold tone with some rhinestones up the leaf stem there. Here's what the back looks like. This is really pretty. I think this is a pretty classic looking design. I've definitely seen, you know, fine jewelry pieces in gold with actual diamonds in this style. So very, very pretty. It's in really nice condition as well. Okay, and here's a piece in a little box. That's interesting. Looks like some type of metal. Strasbourg, Illinois, 1874 to 1974. And I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that very German-looking name at the bottom there. Interesting. So I have no idea what this is for. It's from 1974. No idea. If you guys know, please let me know. The clasp, it looks like this chain was just placed on this. We have a silver tone chain, just a fold over clasp. It does say Germany on it. Interesting. Would like to know the story behind that. No idea. Ooh. This is a really beautiful necklace here. So interesting. So we have this iridescent looking kind of hot pink style necklace, beaded, faceted. These are just plastic, but look at that iridescence. That's so pretty. It looks like we're missing one end of the clasp, so definitely needs a repair here. But I think that's worth repairing. I love the look of this. How fun. Oh, look, I found the piece that's broken. Okay, so that might be an easy repair. This is the side of the clasp. Oh, made in Austria. So that's interesting. I'm used to seeing kind of crystal glass pieces made in Austria, but this is kind of unique. I'll have to do some more research on that. I love the color though. So pretty. Oh, these are interesting. So here we have some green, they're metal, so they might be enameled metal. Maybe these were some sort of belt clip or something. I really don't know what these are, but I think the look of them is really cool. If you guys know, let me know. We have sort of a hook on one side, and it looks like there used to be one there as well. So, not sure. You never know what you find in these boxes. Lots of interesting pieces. Ooh, this looks cool. Wow, look at this. We have this beautiful large round etched brass medallion here with these dangles. Some more brass beads. This is a leather cord, a very old leather cord. And here's what that clasp looks like. No markings, but I think this is really cool. I'm not sure what you would even call this style, but I really, really like that. It's fun. Ooh. So these are some, oh, look at that clasp. Love that. So some pink, really beautiful Aurora Borealis. These are definitely glass beads, the double strand. Let's take a closer look at this clasp here. This beautiful kind of emerald cut. So here's what that clasp looks like. No markings. But yeah, beautiful. Oh, look at that sparkle. I love these AB crystal pieces. I have a whole ton of them, but I can't let them go. I think they're so beautiful. I can't wear or possibly wear all the ones I have, but I love them. This is very interesting. So here we have a rhinestone silver tone bracelet. Here's what the back looks like. But we do have some sort of insignia or something in the center there, which is really interesting. I don't know if this is from some organization, some sort of, what does this say? F-A-T-A-L, maybe? If you know what this is, let me know. I have absolutely no idea. It definitely looks like some sort of Masonic insignia or something along those lines. I truly don't know. It's beautiful nonetheless. I think all the stones are there. It's an interesting one. A very pretty flower brooch in gold tone. No markings, but it's very cute. Oh, this is interesting. Some sort of piece of something else. I can't imagine that this was originally a pendant, but somebody has put it on a chain here. Almost looks like part of a buckle or something originally. I'm not sure. It's kind of a strange one. And here we have a necklace. This is plastic. Look at this clasp here. Western Germany. So definitely looking like it's trying to imitate amber. It's really beautiful though. It's a really large pendant there. Gold tone accents. Interesting. We've got two bracelets that the stretch has seen better days, certainly, but they both have a very similar feel and sound. And this one does have a sticker on it. Very worn, but I believe that says genuine lucite, or did say at one time. So lucite, beaded bracelets. I love the color of this blue. That's this powder blue, periwinkle almost. Beautiful. So these would definitely need to be restrung. And here we have the red beads. These are an interesting shape. Not even sure what to call that. Sort of rectangular, sort of cylindrical on one side. Very interesting. So some lucite pieces for repurposing. This is funny. Have you guys ever seen something like this? A Cloisonne nail. And there's only one in here, but okay. So this is metal. Can you imagine? That is so funny. I have never ever seen anything like that. Okay. I wonder if this came with a full set and this was the one someone didn't use. I really don't know. How interesting. That's pretty funny. Ooh, I love these. Okay, so here we have some little clippy earrings. And they're little fish. Oh my gosh, these are adorable. They have little green rhinestone eyes. It's almost like a fish skeleton. Like you can kind of see through the stripes of the scales there. And they are slightly articulated. They kind of move about. Oh, those are adorable. No markings that I can see, but double-sided, so we have the rhinestone eye on both sides. Those are very cute. Love those. We have a kitty cat with some leaves, gold tone brooch. In pretty nice condition there. Don't see any markings here either. I think someone would like that though. I know there's a lot of cat collectors out there. We have some hair barrettes. Not sure if these are actually vintage or not. I mean, they look a little bit older, but I'm not sure. Kind of pretty though. We have a little bracelet with some clasped hands there in gold tone. Oh, and we have one of these sister clasps. Oh, and it's marked Spidell. Well, that's interesting. I've seen a lot of Spidell pieces. They do a lot of watch bands in stainless steel, but I've never seen a bracelet by Spidell in this sort of style. That's very interesting. I wonder if this has some sort of significance that I'm not aware of, or if it's just a pair of clasped hands. Cute. Okay, so here we have a gold tone bracelet. It does have a safety chain and a fold over clasp, and there is a marking here. Florenza. Okay. Unfortunately, there's quite a bit of wear. You can kind of see the silver coming through all of the gold tone over top, but I have found Florenza before, and they certainly have a style. A lot of it is that sort of intricate, detailed, kind of woven, almost filigree style pieces. Yeah, this one I think has a little too much wear, unfortunately, but would have been beautiful, I'm sure. Some really fun earrings. So we have silver tone earrings with this kind of spiked, almost fan look up at the top with some green stones. I'm not sure. Probably faux stones. Just clippies. Maybe the clips have been glued on. Yeah, I can't tell. I believe they're faux stones, but those are really beautiful. Love those. Okay, and here we have a bangle bracelet. This definitely looks older. Looks like our safety chain has broken off there. We have a floral kind of filigree design. Looks to be brass, right? Let's see if there's any markings inside. Not that I can see. Might need a little work there, but it's pretty. Needs a little cleanup, I think. This is very pretty. So we have a gold tone kind of transfer wear ceramic pendant here with some little dangles. Let's see if there's any markings here. No markings on the back. Here's what the chain looks like. See if there's any markings on the clasp. There is not. So I'm not sure. I've seen some pieces like this from Avon, but I would imagine they would be marked if it was Avon. So I don't know if this is actually older or not. I really don't know, but we have that courting couple transfer wear piece in the middle. I think that's really beautiful. Next we have some glass beads, kind of that lampwork style. More of an abstract design, I would say, but in this really pretty off-white color. Got some browns, some pinks, and just a barrel clasp here. So this is nice. This one's pretty long. That's pretty. These are cute. So we have some gold tone flowers, and I wonder, do these match that brooch we just found? I think they do. So that's very cute. So we have a set here, some clip earrings and a brooch. Let's just see if these are marked. Nope, still unmarked. Very, very cute set. Okay, and here we have another pair of clip earrings. Look how interesting. I've never seen a design quite like that. And these are not silver. They kind of looked at first glance, but they're definitely just costume, but look how interesting. Does anybody recognize this symbol? Or it almost reminds me of like cave drawings, like something, you know, tribal, or I don't know, but I think it's super interesting. I actually really like these. I just wish I knew more about this symbol. Right, because it kind of looks like it has antlers and it looks like it has little hands. It's kind of a figure, but super abstract and interesting. I'd love to know more about these. Okay, I have another charm bracelet. Okay, let's take a closer look at these charms. A little guitar. I think this is supposed to be a record. That's cute. Have a little dancing guy here and a lady. Bandstand, okay. So American Bandstand, I know that was a really popular show back in the day. A rock and roll, a saxophone. So that's actually really adorable. I think this is just costume. It doesn't look or feel like silver, no markings, but that's pretty cute. I would imagine this is 50s, 60s. Ooh, this is pretty. I have this really beautiful green kind of thermoset moonglow style pendant on a gold tone chain. We have some more thermoset beads up top here. And let's see. Oh, okay. So it's actually a double strand. So you have the gold chain and then the thermoset piece drops below. That's cool. I don't see any makers on this, but I do like the look of that. It's pretty. Another little bracelet. Looks like we have Carol engraved on that side. The side says MRB. Oh, another Spadell. That's so interesting. So I've got two Spadell bracelets in this lot, and I've never seen them before. It's marked here on the clasp as well. Let's see if I can read that. Gold electroplated. Cute. So I wonder if Carol was the wearer and MRB is whoever gifted this to her. That's what I would imagine. It's cute. Okay, this looks older and very interesting. I think, is this a fur clip? I'm still trying to figure out the difference between shoe clips, fur clips, dress clips. It's a little confusing, but I think that this style is a fur clip. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but this is really cool. This almost looks like a snake kind of wrapping around. There's no snake head, so I don't know if it is or if it's just supposed to be like a stem, but a really pretty faux stone there. It's interesting. Okay, so it looks like we have a religious pendant, gold tone. There is a marking here, Germany. So we've got a lot of Germany pieces in this lot so far, some West Germany, some Austria. It's pretty. It's very lightweight. Oh, I like this. That is very interesting. So this is a brooch with this resin cameo. So it's reverse carved here with this clear resin over top. That's really interesting. I like that piece. Looks like we have a necklace and a bracelet here. These remind me of the bracelets we found earlier, these lucite pieces. So I wonder if these are lucite as well or if they're just plastic. But we have these little discs. Let's see, we have a clasp here. Oh, there is something marked on it. Let's take a look. Trifari. That's interesting. So it's a crown trifari. I've never seen a trifari piece done in plastic like this though. I've seen a lot of, you know, metal pieces, gold tone, silver tone, but this is actually the first plastic piece I've seen by trifari. That's pretty cool. The bracelet here Needs to be restrung, obviously, but it's an interesting set. Okay, so next, so you have this flower necklace. This is very lightweight. Looks like we're missing some rhinestones, but they're kind of enameled blue, purple, cream colored flowers. It's actually super pretty, and I think those rhinestones would be easy to replace. They're just round white rhinestones, which I have quite a few of in my rhinestone bin that I use for crafting. So this is definitely older. I'm not sure of age, maybe 40s, 50s. You guys let me know. It does have a spring ring clasp, but that may be a replacement. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But it's very feminine and pretty. I do like the look of this a lot. Another medallion coin style pendant. This says Continental Currency, 1776. Interesting. American Congress, we are one. So I know in 1976, the bicentennial, right? A lot of the 1776 pieces were popular. I know they put out a lot of pieces around that time, so I would imagine this is a 1970s piece. It's kind of cool though. It's got a nice weight to it. Gold tone pendant, oh, with a little tiny teddy bear. That's pretty cute. So he's a little flocked teddy bear. You know what, he's actually in decent shape. I've seen some little flocked pieces where a lot of the fur is missing, but he seems to be pretty okay. You can still see his little eyes and nose. Let's take, oh, another Trifari. Oh, so this is that hang tag Trifari. Interesting. That's really adorable. I think he's very cute. Wow, this doesn't look like jewelry. That's interesting. So we have a rooster, I suppose, on this gold tone pedestal. I don't know what this is. Looks like it broke off of something. Maybe it was a stamp of some sort, or I'm really not sure. Next we have this really beautiful gold tone flower pendant. It's got a really nice kind of height to it there. Looks older to me. Let's see what this chain looks like. Just a hook style. Interesting. So who knows if it came on this chain or not, but I think that's a really beautiful pendant. Pretty. We have a watch here. It's just a Timex, but this is actually a very pretty band. Let's see. Spidel. So this is the Spidel I'm used to seeing is on watch bands, just like this. So interesting. That's actually really pretty. It actually look really nice, kind of stacked with silver jewelry, I think. Cute. So next we have this beaded pink kind of ombre seed beaded necklace. Lots of strands here, but look how beautiful this clasp is. So this gold tone flower with pink rhinestones. That is so pretty. Okay, and it comes apart just like that. See, does it have a marking? I'm not sure if that's just, let me take a closer look outside. Nope. Yeah, so it's not a marking, it just has some texture to it, but I love this clasp. I think this clasp is absolutely beautiful. Wow, so yeah, if I was to wear this necklace, I would definitely have this clasp to the front or kind of off to the side. That's beautiful. I don't always love the seed bead pieces because I feel like I get them in so many lots, but this one is special, I think. That's very pretty. I love that. This is a nice large pendant. It almost looks like needlepoint, right? But I think it's just a textured, actually not plastic maybe, with some printing on it of this floral arrangement. Oh, and Coventry. So this is a Sarah Coventry piece. That's cute. So we have few more watches in here. These are very similar to the watch we just saw. Let's see. This is a Bulova. Pretty. Another Timex. I like this Bulova. I like the look of these links here. I'm going to take a closer look at this one. Stainless steel back. Are these Spadell? These look like these say something else. Just want to... Links are not Spadell. Let's see if I can get this to focus, but it says Chrysler USA, which I've never heard of before. But I love this one. I think this one's really, really pretty. And another Timex with some more Spadell links there. Wow, this is a really long multi-strand necklace. We have these cream and brown kind of marbled resin beads with these gold chains. And then up top here, we have another Trifari. Cute. Yeah, this is super long. Probably like flapper length, I would say. It's in nice condition too. It's pretty. Here's a pair of really cute acorn earrings in green. So we are missing 2 stones, unfortunately. See, these are screwbacks. These are so cute though. I wonder how hard it would be to find some green stones to repair that, because I really like these. I think these are kind of unique. We have a little tiny pin with a cross on the front in a wreath style. Don't see any markings. Could be silver, or it might just be base metal with some little enamel on top there. I like collecting these little pins. I think they're interesting. Cute. Ooh, look at this piece. This looks old, right? So we've got this beautiful brass centerpiece with these yellow rhinestones. Look how those are set. That's really interesting. I've never seen anything like that. Look at the back of that here. Even the back's pretty. And some faceted glass beads on the styled chain. Here's what the clasp looks like. Wow, I mean, this piece here does look quite old to me, but let me know if you recognize this sort of style. I think that's beautiful. I've seen this a lot in necklaces, but I've not really seen it in a bracelet before. I love that. Here we have a little rhinestone pendant, floral design. Cute. See if this clasp has any markings. Nope, so just on a silver tone chain. This is pretty. So it's a gold mesh, but it has these purple rhinestones in the center. Looks like they're all there too. That's interesting. It's a fold over clasp. No markings. But I really like the look of that. Almost looks like amethyst, but rhinestones, I'm sure. It's pretty though. There's this piece, another really tiny little brooch. That's cute. Some little pearls, a heart, a flower. It almost looks like silver, like it's tarnished a bit. I don't know that it is. I wonder if that would clean up. It's very cute. Got some more little pins here. Holland Community Hospital Volunteer. I know sometimes these can be gold or gold plated. I don't think this one is. This one looks not too old. Hard to say though. Here we have, oh, this is interesting, this little gold ring with a spinny. That's adorable. Let's see, am I holding it the wrong way, I think? So this side says Murray with a lady. This says go round with a man, and I Yeah, that's actually really cute. So you spin it. Oops, let's try that again. And it shows them dancing. How fun. And I think Arthur Murray, he was a dancer, right? Or maybe had a dance school. That's really cool. It has some condition issues here. Clearly there's some verdigris going on, but I think I could clean that up. I just like it for the novelty of it. Have you guys ever seen anything like this? A spinner ring? That's fun. That's very cool. Another little brooch. This definitely needs to be cleaned up there, but it looks like it has an eagle insignia on it. Here's what the back looks like. Hard to say what this is exactly. GS? Not sure. Military, maybe? Another tiny, tiny pin. I love these little pins. This one says Canada. Has some maple leaves on the front there. So tiny. So what the clasp looks like. So this might be a little bit older. It's cute. And we've got some of these Russian painted lacquer style earrings in a floral design. They're wood, lacquered wood. These are cool. I see another pin in here. It says Paul Oliver Memorial Hospital, so another hospital medical related pin. Oh, this one has an engraving at the back that says E. Starkey. So I don't know if that's a maker or if it was the owner of this. I'd have to do some research. It's kind of cool though. It's in nice condition. Oh, and we have another old thimble. I have found a few thimbles so far in these vintage boxes. This one just looks to be brass, I think. But I know that thimbles can be collectible. Some people collect vintage thimbles. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that, oh, and in fact, look at, we have another thimble. This one is yellow plastic. Interesting. Okay. Here's a little interesting thing. So I don't know what this is, but it has some birds kind of etched, or I guess you would call that etched or dotted somehow into the metal here. It looks, I got an opening there. It looks like a weight, or almost looks like a toolbox. I don't know. Oh, so it opens somehow. Do you guys know what this is? I have no idea. No idea what that is. Oh, did I break it? No, there we go. That is very interesting. If you guys have any idea what this is, please let me know. Now, obviously somebody took the time to engrave these little birds into it, so it must have been of some value to somebody. No idea. Would love to know more though. Got another maple leaf style pin. This one says Niagara Falls. Some really beautiful single earrings. I don't see matches for these, but these Aurora Borealis stones can definitely be salvaged and repurposed. I love the look of this clip-on. Oh, and this one is marked Warner. Oh, I wish I had the match. It's beautiful. And then Claudette, is that what that says? Claudette, I've never heard of that. Again, I wish I had a match, but pretty pieces for crafting or repurposing in some way. Here we've got a little silver tone charm. Don't see, oh, it says beans on it. That is very funny. So I guess it's a bean pot, a pot of beans. I've never seen anything like that. That I think is really funny and cute. I'd have to test to see if this is sterling. But I do think that's really funny that this says beans. All right, you guys, I think that'll do it for this video. I think we found some really interesting and cool pieces that I want to research more. Let me know if you recognized any of these pieces or if you have any more information. I always love learning with you guys. It's super helpful to me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I think tomorrow I'm going to try to film the second box. So I do have this box still to go over with you guys. I think there's some cool pieces in here, so that'll be coming next. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.